a basic plan drawn up. Meet me in command.
Roger. Let's move.
Ever since Void turned up, we've been witnessing ganglion remnants stirring back to life, all across Mira.
They're as vulnerable as us, what with the DMAT events and ghosts. But they've also got a new objective that'll have lit a fire under them.
Objective? Oh, Void's floating continent.
Volataris is a special place. Those who heard Void's call have begun some holy pilgrimage there, for the promise of a new world under their creator's leadership. They may be fragmented at best, and little more than a minor nuisance, but these recent events have granted them new purpose.
You'd think they'd want to regroup quietly. Instead, they're out there raising hell.
I'm glad they've kicked the blues, but throwing an all-you-can-loot and plunder buffet? That part I don't love.
Remember, they were a coalition. Their mission, to eradicate Samar's descendants, including us. The tiger cannot so easily change its stripes.
The fight for survival, it never ends, huh?
We've come a long way indeed. This place, it is our second home. We've overcome the odds, made it a safe haven. DMAT events, ghosts, ganglion. We must remain firm against these ever-present threats. In addition, we must reclaim the cores Void stole, prepare to leave for a new world. Bluntly, the only choice left for us now is to run.
In other words, we're talking about a second Project Exodus.
Just when we've beaten that damn Luxar. We just can't seem to catch a break, can we?
No kidding. Just when I was starting to put down some roots here.
A truly gut-rending thought.
I do share your grief. However, we must face the facts. The dematerialization phenomenon is spreading, and eventually it will engulf the planet in its entirety. This truth is unequivocal. And this time, it's not just humanity's future that's at stake. Our aim now is to evacuate all races that live on Mira.
Every single one?
Of course. All those that would be amenable to our proposal. Regrettably, any life forms we cannot communicate with will not be considered.
That's quite, how should we say, egoistic, no?
I understand how you feel. I didn't propose it lightly. But frankly, it's just not feasible to do otherwise. Some species are dangerous, some others simply too violent. With the time we have and the available personnel, finding a way to save them all is impossible.
Okay, but even narrowing it down just to the sentient races, will that work?
Good point. If our only choice is to build a lifeboat, making something big enough, it's gonna take some time.
We've agreed on a cooperative partnership with the Manon to obtain a ship.
We're going to use the Manon ship, the one over NLA.
You betcha. Eyeballing it, it should have the capacity. Enough to carry all evacuees. Of course, it'll need a fair bit of retrofitting. We'll need to incorporate the Ares jump drive and the Lifehold Core's protoplasmic fluid system. But if we work together, we should make it before the Reaper comes a-knocking.
Why, that's feeding 3 cooks with 1 stove.
Right, so that part we've got tied up with a bow.
We've already contacted all known Xeno communities. They should be apprised of the plan. Sadly, some of them did respond they're planning to go down with the planet, but Most are currently in the process of relocating to NLA.
And we've got no time to lose.
Right.
As of now, all active Blade personnel are ordered to give this plan the highest degree of priority.
Broadly, we have two objectives. Helping to construct the escape vessel and supporting those who want to come to NLA. It's all hands on deck. We may require troops to take assignments across division lines. Be ready for anything.
Roger.
Recap. We may get assigned stuff outside of our official divisions, right?
Right. First off, we should head back to the barracks. Make sure we're prepared for anything.
'Kay.
Hey!
Where's the fire?
Here's the deal, right? You know how we're helping wire in the Ares jump drive system, don't you?
Yes, so we've heard.
But actually, we're not really experts on this skill in Ares stuff, are we? So we went and asked that fandom guy, and he said you guys are the usual go-tos around here.
I see. Let me guess. You'd like us to go to the hangar and advise your scientists?
You got it!
We'll go now.
Wow, thank you. You guys are just the pizza toppings.
Did you hear?
Nice of you all to drop by. How's it poppin'?
Friend Al really loves saying that.
His idea of a gag. Don't get too hung up on it.
That's right. Someone asks how it's poppin', you say?
Terrible, of course. Yourself?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
Tatsu mystified.
It is as we have been told. It takes two minds to tango.
Hey, Al! Ask me!
Hey Gwen, how's it poppin'?
Naturally terrible, and how about you?
Not awful enough for you to be worrying about.
Huh?
You haven't changed a bit. Say, you've been out of this world. Got any words of wisdom for us from the great beyond?
It's not that kind of highfalutin place. More than anything, it was dull, like a cheap roadside motel.
Please, we would love to hear your choice morsels.
Me too. Color me curious.
Way to gang up on me. I'm warning you, it's a slog. You're gonna fall asleep, I know it. Fine. But you're buying the round. Bunch of busybodies. So, before the white whale crashed, a bunch of ghosts got me cornered. I was cut off. Just as my goose seemed cooked, something opened up in front of me. And also, I felt this huge pull at the same time. My body inside the Ares. We were being sucked right in through the opening. Beyond that was a sight to behold. If space could have edges, that was a place where you could see them all. Thinking about it now, and to get a little technical, it was a nexus of parallel universes. It was like the backstage of space, the border town of all universes. You might call it a rift between worlds. Light years beyond the realm of human science. But strangely, most of the Ares features kept functioning as normal. Sure, the sensor suite adapted for human tech kept throwing errors. But the main transceiver never stopped logging huge quantities of some kind of data. And you might think I dreamed all this up, but somehow I could understand what that data was. Not logically, intuitively. You ready? Well, what came flooding into me in the Ares was the consciousness of all living things across all universes. Instinctively, I stopped myself from trying to perceive them one by one. The human brain isn't built to handle something like that. I could tell in an instant. I think I got that one from an old sci-fi flick, but I'd say it was the right call. Now, The Ares was a step ahead of me. It sifted through that huge torrent of data, presented me with the information I most wanted in that moment. How to escape the world of the Rift and get back to this one. The Ares was kind enough to show me the way back home. It's thanks to its help that I came back at all. Well, the universe Earth was a part of was destroyed. This one with Mira is a completely different one. So maybe back is the wrong word.
Sounds like quite the trip. So that's your plan for us to leave this universe? You're proposing we use the Ares to make our escape?
Well, more or less.
But?
I don't really understand exactly how I got here. One slip up and I'd be washed away in that stream. I might never have been able to escape it. That world. It's a mind prison.
A prison?
Void Seat. I think he was held there. His consciousness, at least. You told me about the Vita, how it was a vessel to facilitate Void's coming. I guess what it did was channel his soul in some shape or form, freeing him of his shackles.
What does that mean, though?
Now hold on a sec. That's like how our MIMs work.
No way!
All the loose threads seem to be coming together.
Perhaps Void escaped from his cell by tracking the Ares as it left the rift between worlds. It would explain the impeccable timing. And here's the kicker. The thing that's in the Vita, it's not just his mind, it's his body, too.
When the Ares first appeared in this world, it was shortly before we encountered you, right? Then the Ghost's appearance and the DMAT events. It's possible that it caused both of them to manifest.
Wait. I see you trying to connect all the dots. Don't you think you're jumping the gun?
Maybe. But when Void showed up and attacked my world to claim the Ares, think about it. That was exactly when the Ghosts appeared.
What are we thinking then? Cause and effect, or... Void said he brought worlds into concord. I feel like I'm starting to get the picture here.
Must be urgent.
Yeah. We need you in Oblivia. Hoping you could track down a man-on engineer.
Roger. Let's hear the details.
Here you go. The guy is in charge of the jump drive design. Apparently, he had a part in mind for the Crux, but it was sitting in a ganglion stronghold, so we had to get it.
That's a bold move, Commander.
What can I say? These are desperate times, so... We did assign an escort, but that ganglion found him and we lost contact.
Understood. That's enough to go on. We'll head for Oblivia ASAP.
Good hunting.
Let's move.
I'd say we're in the right place, huh?
Only ganglion bodies, though.
Seems like our engineer might still be alive.
Yeah. Let's confirm.
Who goes there?
It's you.
You again. I see. Looking for your friends, are you?
Do you know where they are? What happened here?
The people of Roth have accepted your exit strategy. We decided to send our younglings to NLA first. We were passing through here en route, where we encountered and assisted human troops in combat with the ganglion. We were able to claim victory, albeit at a price. I'm transporting our wounded.
Now I see. We thank you.
There is no need. Your friends are safe with us, undergoing treatment at our stronghold.
Ms. Bleed, did you see a man-on in the soldiers' company?
I have not seen any, no. But there were other units. Maybe they escorted them.
Could we accompany you now, on the way to your stronghold?
Yes, you may.
What's going on?
Looks like a job half done.
You die! Die like beasts!
Let us handle these ones. You have wounded. Get them somewhere safe.
I hear. All yours.
It didn't have to be like this.
Attack of range! Get him in your sight! Let's see him chew on this!
Shadow
Fire up and scream!
Tough. Touch me up!
Grenade!
This is wearing me down.
Sorry, I got my own part.
Heal me! This is wearing me down. I'm not gonna make it.
Come on, buddy.
I'll cover you with my scalp.
Now some of this! Pressure! Looking good!
Now we fight for
Looking good! Let's see you stand up to this! Now, close in and clean up! Die! Who's next? None dare stand against us!
I was gonna lay into him anyway.
Missiles open! Here we go! Now, close in and clean up! Is that all you got? Looking good! Missiles open! Here we go! Pop down some body parts. You know the drill. Okay. Comes the pain. Bingo! Now pile on the pressure!
I was gonna lay into him anyway.
You ready?
I'm in trouble. Heal me.
Sorry, I need to recover first. Let's see you stand up to this. Now, close in and clean up.
I was gonna lay into him anyway.
Have some of this. Looking good. Let's see you stand up to this. Pile on the pressure.
Take this! Now we fight for real!
Time to put it in overdrive.
Roger.
Let's see you stand up to this. Looking good.
Start all the way.
Hey, send some heals this way.
Elma, let's get to the Rothian stronghold.
Right.
We were sure that was the end for us, weren't we?
Tatsu breathed a sigh of relief. Thanks to Kitty Cat friends.
You said it, pal. If you hadn't turned up when you did, we'd be pushing up daisies by now. Thanks. We all inhabit this world together. The feeling is mutual.
We got shot up. And we didn't even get the thing we needed.
Relax, alright? We'll find it at the next location. Third time's the charm, no?
Yeah, well, starting to doubt that.
Just stay positive, okay?
A moment ago, you were on the brink of death. Yours is a mercurial people.
We survived, so it's all good, yes? On to the next one.
Jeez.
Thank you once again. We owe you for saving their lives.
My prince has ordered us to aid humans, and so we have.
Prince, my deepest thanks for rescuing our friends. We're in your debt.
No need. We are allies. But still, Void's appearance here fills me with unease.
You know something about Void?
Vita. It serves to sustain me as his material vessel. Consider the battle for Earth. There, from his Vita, did he command the Ganglion.
However, in the chaos after Earth's destruction, his consciousness departed the machine, leaving it a shell, to be pulled in by Mira and crash to her surface, as did you.
Al, what you said earlier.
Yeah. As I suspected, he'd only linked his mind to the Vita, while his body stayed in the rift. Seems to track.
Mission accomplished. Come on, let's get back to NLA.
All these races working together? Mira really is a welcoming kind of place. Just like Lau said.
Lau said that?
Al, what? When did you see Lau? How?
It was when I was drifting inside the rift.
But that's...
You ever heard of Nirvana? Some religions have the concept, and that space might just be it. As I was floating along, guided by the Ares, while I was looking for a way into this universe, I made a little layover in an eerie kind of place. Fancy seeing you here.
Well?
How long has it been? I don't think we ever spoke after I left Teen Princess.
I thought you died defending the White Whale, back before it grounded on Mira.
Well, you know, if this is the afterlife, maybe I did. So, how about yourself? Are you dead?
Yeah.
Figured.
I betrayed our friends. I sold intel to the enemy to get back at those who got my family killed. Well, really, I had just given up. It wasn't about grief or retribution. Plain despair tipped me over the edge. It wasn't the right thing to do. And I knew it. I knew. And I did it anyway.
Now you're just sulking, pal. A guy as good as you?
Just don't. What Lynn said. She said, it's what makes us human. Corrupt and disgusting. That's what humans are. She's a good kid. Always trying to put herself in my shoes. I could never atone enough for making a child like her wade into that muck. My hopelessness, it wound up infecting her as well.
And that's why you accepted death? Decided to just give up and wait for it?
Yeah, soon. I'll see Charmaine and Chen-Chi.
I get this might be what you want, but not me. So what if this place is the afterlife? I'm itching for more living. People still need me. Humanity still needs me. I've got unfinished business, and until I finish it, I can't rest.
That's right. That's you to a T. Not me, though. Scram now. You know the way, right?
Yep. We got the best guide around.
The world I came from. It's a welcoming kind of place. Everyone's ready for your big return.
I sure hope so.
If you make it, pass a message to Lynn. Humans are disgusting. And stubborn and treat others cruelly. But if she realized this, it means she's anything but. Tell her to live.
Lau. I'm not what you think I am.
No more fighting, Lau.
No, Elma! Not like this!
Step aside, Lynn.
We're all on the same side here! Even then, when I stood up for you, honestly, it was just so I wouldn't have to be sad again. I never could figure him out. It was all so childish. I was acting so immature about everything. But back then, you stood up to defend Lau, just the same way that I did. If you hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have stuck it out and run away instead. I would have stayed a child to the very end.
Yes. And if you hadn't stood in my line of fire that day, we would have all been as disgusting as he thought. Your actions are what saved us from that hollow despair.
You don't need pretty excuses here. It's all part of life. You gotta take the good with the bad. Anyway, he told you to live. End of message.
Yeah.
Colonel Elma! Requesting a beat!
What was that? What's going on over there?
Elma, wasn't that?
Yes. The leader of the escort from before.
Didn't they say they were going to Lakeview Stronghold and Noctilum?
Then we go too.
Yeah. Hope we're not too late.